Attention is the most precious resource that we can leverage to actually get things done. The ability to focus and for a longer period of time on one activity is undoubtedly essential to every person who wishes to attract abundance and results. Our brain is a very complex mechanism that often works without our awareness. Our subconscious mind, the deep place where all our memories, feelings, and neuro-associations are stored, can be our best friend or our worst enemy. No matter what goals, profession, or work you are currently pursuing, a disciplined mind is critical for your success. For that reason, in today's post, I'm sharing 10 effective ways to train your brain to stay focused and productive. Pay attention and apply. Number 1. Plan and visualize a few critical tasks each day. Our thoughts shape our reality. Why? Because our thoughts generate feelings, feelings lead to action, and action leads to results. As a part of your morning routine, establish 1 to 3 critical tasks that must be done throughout the day. Don't just think of them superficially. Visualize them and simulate the feelings you'll get after finishing each task. If you truly think about your day's success, your subconscious will do everything it can to help you turn thoughts into reality. Number 2. Find your peak hours. Some people perform better during the day, while others do great during the night. To find your most productive hours, the peak hours, you should actively measure your productivity during various hours of the day. Pay attention to your energy, thought patterns, distractions, motivation, and moods while experimenting with different work hours. Make sure you allow at least a week to establish these peak hours. So, if you try to get your most important tasks done from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., experiment it for a week. Next week, focus your attention on critical tasks starting from 10 a.m. and ending at 12 p.m. Number 3. Avoid multitasking. Multitasking has been proven to reduce our cognitive abilities due to the fact that the brain can only fully focus on one task at a time. Even though multitasking can be beneficial in various situations, you should avoid it as much as you can whenever you deal with important tasks. Give your full attention to the task at hand to improve the quality and speed of work. Plan and visualize a few critical tasks each day. Find your peak hours. Number 4. Treat your mind like a muscle. What do you do when you want to build muscles? You exercise. Not just once, but regularly. Training your brain to stay focused is a matter of practice. Every time you experience distracting thoughts, you have to acknowledge them for what they are: time and attention killers. Whenever you feel like you must stop working, you should push it a little further. If you have big trouble focusing right now, you shouldn't try to work for 60 minutes straight. Build your levels of focus gradually. First 2 weeks, try focusing for 20 minutes, take a 5-minute break, then go again. In 2 months, you should be able to stay focused for 60 minutes and get a lot of things done. Number 5. Build willpower and discipline. Very few of us are making real decisions. A decision is a deal with your mind that no matter what happens, your decision sticks. Therefore, when you say, "I should exercise," you should immediately replace the should with must. Otherwise, your brain won't take your intent seriously and it won't care to help. Willpower and self-discipline are 2 related traits that should be developed at the same time. Your willpower is the fuel of your actions. Your discipline is your ability to go past intrusive thoughts, comfort zone, and laziness. Here's what few people tell you: these skills require consistent practice, building them is not easy, and giving up is not an option. Number 6. Acknowledge your need to avoid pain and to gain pleasure. When we do something, we do it because we seek pleasure or because we want to avoid pain. Think about it: when students must do their homework, they procrastinate because their subconscious minds signal incoming pain. When the deadline is close, they'll take action in order to avoid the pain of receiving a bad grade. Take this example and synchronize it with your life. Every time you want to focus on a task, acknowledge your immediate response. Are you trying to avoid pain? Or you're looking for pleasure? When you become the observer, you'll be able to be in charge. Number 7. Avoid distractions. You can't train your brain to stay focused unless you ensure that your external environment also lacks distractions. Your phone, for example, should never disturb your attention. Turn off the notifications, say no whenever someone interrupts you, and be committed to cut off every possible distraction around you. Number 8. Leverage the power of habits. If you build empowering habits, you'll no longer have to use your motivation and willpower to become focused. Your mind will recognize the pattern and will make your job easier. For example, when you wash your teeth and face in the morning, you're doing it automatically without using any significant amounts of focus, energy, and motivation. Building productive habits is like teaching your brain how to behave at different yet specific times. Number 9. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness implies self-awareness. Practicing mindfulness is nothing more than focusing your entire attention on the present moment. Your present thoughts and feelings, the environment that surrounds you, your breath, your heartbeat, you choose. It doesn't matter what you focus on, as long as you're here, now, your mind is present. You can practice mindfulness in various situations, while reading, working, studying, washing dishes, walking in the park, and so on. When your focus is prioritized on what's happening now, you'll perform better in most situations. Number 10. Become sovereign. Sovereignty is the practice of aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Most people lack sovereignty, which means that their emotions aren't in harmony with their thoughts, neither with their actions. For example, if you want to read a book today but you instantly feel that this is going to be boring, you'll never actually read that book. However, if you think of something and you get positive feelings as a reaction, taking action won't be that difficult. If you're aware of this, you can easily implement it. As a result, staying focused on your responsibilities and work will become a piece of cake. We are recommending you important suggestions. Improving your mind is everything. Until you let yourself be carried by your thoughts, immediate pleasures, fear, and pain, you will experience exactly what you cultivate. As they say, you reap what you sow. This refers to the universal cause and effect principle, which suggests that every thought and feeling you experience and every action you take will generate an effect. Good or bad, that's totally up to you. In this fast-paced world we've created, we're only going to feel more overwhelmed by the directions and distractions we are pulled toward. With increasing demands, sustaining and improving focus on things that matter is getting tougher and tougher. Therefore, it's more important than ever to learn how to improve focus. You'll be pleasantly surprised to learn that overcoming the struggle to focus is no longer about trying to discover secret weapons of willpower or self-discipline. With these initial self-reflective exercises and different brain training techniques, you'll no longer be having arguments with yourself to get on with the job. The need to stay focused drops when you set goals and make choices that steer you towards satisfying your highest priorities, values, and principles. Having arduous experiences on your journey is inevitable. Using these exercises and strategies, you can forecast when distractions and boredom are approaching and transform these into some of the most effective and productive chapters ever. If you've ever found it difficult to get through a challenging task at work, studied for an important exam, or spent time on a finicky project, you might have wished you could increase your ability to concentrate. Concentration refers to the mental effort you direct toward whatever you're working on or learning at the moment. It's sometimes confused with attention span, but attention span refers to the length of time you can concentrate on something. We hope this video is helpful and informative for you. Please subscribe to our channel for more important and latest videos.